So I thought I'd read you this letter. Um, it was written with somebody in mind, and then uh, it was felt like maybe it could serve other people. Um, some details are blacked out for obvious reasons, but um, I've been playing with colors lately, healing myself through colors. So I figured I will let you look at some artwork while I read. Life is not fair. There are only the times we're given and what we do with them. Repeat with resignation. Receive with joyous conviction that this is your lot to be prized and something to accomplish, or however you choose. I will tell you a story of my brother from my perspective, of a time and what was done with it. You get to decide whether this story makes me a fit companion or not for the times we are now in and what you want to accomplish out of them. It was a time just before things like DARE programs, billboards telling us to report child abuse, when church doctrine ruled above government laws and women knew their place. I was born in 1970, my brother 9 months younger. We were inseparable and wild. He would climb out of his crib, let the side of my crib down so I could get out, and the adventures would begin. My mother would wake up to peanut butter and jelly smeared all over the kitchen, guinea pigs let out of their cages running wild, and my brother and I outside riding our big wheels. We lived on the same road as our extended family, which occupied all the houses on both sides of our end of the road. A few roads down, there was another road filled with extended family, father's side, on both roads. My father came up in the world, and we moved to our own home with an in law apartment for my meme and pepe. Then we moved to another home. That was where it all went to hell. My mother says my brother began hating me when I went off to kindergarten without him. Could be true. I was inebriated, so I just had to lie there, disassociate, and let my body produce the desired response I did not want to happen. Block memory, go on to get straight A's, succeed at all I tried. Oops. And was shown favoritism in everything because I was a nice, sweet, kind girl. My brother had to be conscious to produce desired results and appropriate pride. He needed to know how to do this to be a man, and a guilty conscience does not fit with manly pride. So guilt must be projected at the one he felt safest projecting it on, me. To him, it was not fair. I remember girls in the bathroom at school saying mean things about my brother at school. I sat quietly, unnoticed, I thought, crying for him in a stall. My children were terrified of him when we were in our 20s. He was terrified of me. My brother, he attacked an accountant who took me on a first date to a local bar he happened to be at. I leapt on my brother's back, clawed his face to shit, and he refused to leave his house so people wouldn't see the damage a girl had done to him. Once I decided to stand up to him, I was stronger because I had fuller access to my intelligence. The emotional blocks to his intelligence were violent. Mine had been blocked along with the memory and did not interfere as much. Again, I had an unfair advantage. I went on to become a religious devotee. He went on to prison with racist tattoos. He was raped by a black man as a preteen. Doesn't make it right, but we can see why. He hated himself for what he was forced to do to me and hated himself for being made to be the other thing he projected, his anger and blame at the victim, me. Alcoholism, violence against women and gays. Last I saw him, he was diagnosed with arthritis that was beginning to cripple him. He wouldn't take the medications for it because he couldn't take them and drink alcohol. My brother never needed my forgiveness. I understood why he did what he did, and I can't say I wouldn't have done the same if I was in his place. Forgiveness lived in every moment of it, every wrong, every slight, every assault. I know he saw the forgiveness and understanding in my eyes, my knowing. My knowing could not be accepted by him because he could not forgive himself. If there were a man in these times who could accept my understanding, allow my knowing and forgiving, I would want him more than any man from any other time because I know he would know me more deeply, be willing to accept, love, and protect me more. I think that's why so many of us choose to hate entitled white men because they can't get past their own hurt and self judgment to be the loving, nurturing protectors they want to be, and we need them to be for our own healing. If I found a man who could drop the crutches, the excuses not to truly love, there'd be heaven on earth for me. A man who would battle his own demons, protect me from them if he has to, in order to make himself happy, I would be honored and overjoyed. I would see my hope for my world fulfilled. This is the time we're given. I know what I choose to do with it. I am doing this with conviction and passion. This feels good. I want all my brothers to feel good. May you forgive your sisters and bless them for their unfair advantages, for choosing to protect themselves that they may protect, defend, and honor your pain and the quiet ways we do. May you find and allow women into your experience with all their love, forgiveness, and complete acceptance of all of you, paired with the boyish laughter and pure joy in your power to create so magnificently and gracefully. May all your purest, most innocent, heartfelt dreams come true. May you be your own hero and allow us our hero, the hero that walks amongst the rest of us heroes. Hero suddenly looks like it's spelled wrong. Laugh out loud. Brain bink. As always, it's the message, not the messenger. This is why we can say we love you and truly mean it. Take what you will and leave the rest is the path we recommend, but only you can choose to take it. After writing this, I looked up the date. It's my brother's birthday. Our times are no coincidence. We were chosen for them and they for us. Life happens for us, not to us. A perspective that helps me. As preposterous as it seems, how else would we have seen our own quiet strengths, our hero, our survivor, our warrior, etc.? Now we know how deep our love goes. Now we can experience our protector, our nurturer, our pure creator, our innocence, our expansiveness, our grace, true power and beauty. That's right, you, beloved, are a thing of magnificent beauty to behold. I would see you shine in the flesh. And no, I do not ask for whom this bell tolls. It tolls for me. It calls me out, and I listen. I am the monster under my bed, and the voices in my head. I am the brother who cannot love me. May we feel safe in our own and one another's states of love. I hold my brother's hands. I open my eyes. We die as one. We rise as one. Your sister.